All right, guys, since today we're talking about L's and W's, the Biden administration picked up at least a temporary L, and Texas picked up at least a temporary W here, just a day or two after OSHA announced what the rules would be for Biden's vaccine mandates. Now, immediately, states like Texas and Florida said that they suing, right? We are suing. Okay, because this is unconstitutional, right? Remember, these states actually have laws in place that prevent mandates. We're saying, listen, we can't require these type of mandates in the workplace. You can't do that, right? So obviously there was going to be some issues with that in Biden's mandate, which was predictable, right? That this was going to end up being a huge legal battle, which I'm going to find very fascinating. And then you also have some companies like Daily Wire, for example, that's saying that, hey, you know what, we're suing over this as well. So let's read a little bit more about this as the appeal court stays vaccine mandate on larger businesses, which means that they've essentially put the vaccine mandate to a halt. Let's read here. A federal appeals court on Saturday temporarily halted the Biden administration's vaccine requirement for businesses with 100 or more workers. The Fifth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals granted an emergency stay of the requirement by the Occupational Safety and Health Administration that those workers be vaccinated by January 4th or face mask requirements and weekly tests. Louisiana Attorney General Jeff Landry said the action stops Democratic President Joe Biden from moving forward with his unlawful overreach. Quote, the president will not impose medical procedures on the American people without the checks and balances afforded by the Constitution, said a statement from Landry, a Republican. Solicitor of Labor, Selma Nada, said the U.S. Department of Labor is confident in its legal authority to issue the emergency temporary standard on vaccination and testing. OSHA has the authority to act quickly in an emergency where the agency finds that workers are subjected to a grave danger and a new standard is necessary to protect them, she said. Now, I don't know about the word grave danger, right? That sounds like to me to be a little bit of an over-exaggeration, right? I'm not saying there's not danger. Obviously, there is. Such circuit decisions normally apply to states within a district, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas in this case, but Landry said the language employed by the judges gave the decision a national scope. Okay, so it looks like this has been halted nationwide. At least that's what it sounds like here, right? That's what it sounds like. This is a great victory for the American people out there. Never before has the federal government tried in such a forceful way to get between the choices of an American citizen and their doctor. To me, that's the heart of the entire issue, he said. At least 27 states filed lawsuits challenging the rule in several circuits, some of which were made more conservative by the judicial appointments of former Republican President Donald Trump. The Biden administration has been encouraging widespread vaccinations as the quickest way to end the pandemic that has claimed more than 750,000 lives in the United States. The administration says it is confident that the requirement, which includes penalties of nearly $14,000 per violation, will withstand legal challenges, in part because its safety rules preempt state laws. The Fifth Circuit, based in New Orleans, said it was delaying the federal vaccine requirement because of potential grave statutory and constitutional issues raised by the plaintiffs. The government must provide an expedited reply to the motion for a permanent injunction Monday, followed by petitioners' reply on Tuesday. Lawrence Gostin, a public health expert at Georgetown University's law school, said it was troubling that a federal appeals court would stop or delay safety rules in a health crisis, saying no one has a right to go into a workplace unmasked, unvaxxed, and untested. I think that's a matter of opinion, right? It's a matter of opinion. Unelected judges that have no scientific experience shouldn't be second-guessing health and safety professionals at OSHA, he said. So I wonder would he have that same opinion about judges who have taken kids away from their parents due to their vaccination status, right? Would he say that judges don't have a right to try to force parents to get vaccinated in order for them to keep their children? I wonder would he say that. I'm pretty sure in that situation he would feel like, oh yeah, the judge definitely has some leeway here to make medical decisions for people, right? But in this situation, apparently that's not the case. Yeah, so this is definitely, big news. It might be temporary. However, I mean, hey, it's better than nothing. And it shows that these states and our elected representatives are doing what we elected them to do, especially these red states. I think there's like a coalition of 4 other states that are a part of this challenge as well, including Louisiana, Mississippi, Utah, South Carolina. And in total, there's about 26 states or so, basically half of the union, that has come out against the mandate, right? So this is going to set up, a pretty interesting legal battle here regarding Biden's executive authority and his ability to implement, these type of mandates through a government institution like OSHA. So, my opinion is this. Again, this legal battle is just obviously is going to be something that's going to play out over a long period of time. But for the life of me, I really don't understand, like, at this point, why is this administration pushing this type of stuff? I don't understand. How is it that you have people who are out of the labor force that don't want to work, that is contributing to inflation, contributing to the supply chain crisis, but yet you want to implement mandates that are potentially going to force more people out of work, right? If I'm the Biden administration, I would want as many people to be incentivized to work as possible, and I will also probably stop fear-mongering about the virus, right? That's probably what I would stop doing, okay? And I would try to incentivize people to actually go to work. So for the life of me, I don't understand why the Biden administration is moving forward with something like this. I really don't. But all I know is that this is going to be an interesting battle in court, and however it turns out, however it plays out, is going to set the precedent for how much power the federal government is going to be able to keep from this pandemic, because this government, guys, has essentially expanded exponentially under the pandemic, right? In the name of public safety and health, right? We've seen that when it comes to things like the eviction moratorium that Biden basically tried to overstep right into the Supreme Court, striked it down again. Okay. So these guys, the Biden administration, they're willing to test the limits. And again, I wouldn't be surprised with something like this, for as much as they're trying to press this issue. Who knows? Maybe Biden might pull the same trick and just say, you know what? We don't care what the court say. We're just going to do it. Right. Hopefully that's not the case. But let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.